Rise and shine. You're watching WCTV Eyewitness News. The Good Morning Show starts now.
Straight ahead, the suspect at the center of the mass shooting in Buffalo, New York, enters a plea in court. We'll tell you what that was coming up.
Plus, ready or not, the next round of elections is coming up in just a little more than a month in Florida. We'll tell you about an important date that you'll need to know. Oh.
It is going to be about that time. About a month away, the primaries happen.
Man, the whole summer is going to be over before you know it.
Right.
Time is just going by so fast.
Only got about 10 or 11 days left of July, and then it'll be August. So if you look at it one way, we're going to start running out of the forest of summer with all the heat and humidity behind us.
Yeah,
so
but
let's
right
look at
now
it that
we're
way.
still in it, though.
Oh, we're still in the grips of it.
Yeah.
Very humid. Let's do it. Let's see what's going on out there. Temperature-wise, this morning, most of the numbers are in the mid-70s. That's where we expect them to be, right around 75. It's real common this time of year. And then I see Apalachicola where it's 82 this morning. Been watching over the past couple of hours, a couple of showers, especially south of Panama City, parts of Gulf and Bay County, trying to move through parts of Liberty and Franklin. It's not much, but today just a smidge different. Instead of like yesterday where those showers were almost moving due north, today they're moving more east than north. But I still think we're going to find more showers in more spots starting later this morning, and then more showers in more spots as we go through the afternoon. So like yesterday, those pockets and periods of showers, and then pretty long breaks and gaps where it's not raining, even some sunshine out there. That'll try to get our temperatures up near 90, but I still think a pretty good shot no matter where you are to get wet today, and that should control the heat at least a little. It's not going to help with the humidity. That is going to be through the roof again. I'll break it all down. Full forecast in just a few.
A traffic alert to tell you about. The Florida Highway Patrol reporting a crash with injuries along Crawfordville Highway in Wakulla County. According to FHP's website, it's at the intersection of Harvey Mill Road and happened around 4:16 this morning. At last check, emergency crews were blocking the road. We'll have more on this once it becomes available. In Leon County, police are once again investigating shootings in Tallahassee from over the weekend. The first happening in broad daylight at the social apartment complex off West Pensacola Street. Police say a man getting injured there and showing up to the hospital just after 3 in the afternoon. Police telling us he is expected to survive. Right now it's unclear if he was the target. No arrests have been made. According to our own internal count, this is the third shooting this year at this address. And the second Tallahassee shooting happening just after 6:30 Sunday night. Police saying a man walking along Stadium Drive was shot in his ankle. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. No arrests have been made in this case either. Both of these shootings bringing our total, our own internal shootings record to 77 for 2022.
Not guilty is the plea being entered by the accused gunman in the Buffalo, New York grocery store mass shooting. 19-year-old Peyton Gendron facing dozens of charges, including federal hate crimes and firearms charges. He's accused of killing 10 black people and injuring 3 others at a Tops Friendly Market on May 14th. Prosecutors say he targeted them because of their race. If convicted, he could face the death penalty. And also in national news, the man being hailed a hero for helping to stop a mass shooting at a mall in Indiana on Sunday is identified.
Police saying the man was at the food court in Greenwood when his girlfriend when the suspect opened fire. Jenny Brechovich has the story.
Police shared new information today about how Eli, the man they call a Good Samaritan, stopped the suspect. Shot him with a handgun just about 1 minute after the gunman started firing into the food court. Eli and his girlfriend Shay were in the food court after spending their Sunday shopping. Shay was coming out of the restroom when she saw a man with a gun. Family says Eli pulled her to the ground, and then police say Eli engaged the shooter, pulled out the pistol he was carrying under the constitutional carry law, and fired 10 rounds at the suspect. suspect. The suspect tried to go back in the bathroom, but instead fell to the ground. The threat to shoppers and Eli's girlfriend immediately over.
Well, I just know that I'm so proud of him for what he's done. He saved my granddaughter. I know he did. She said on the phone when she called me, she's, "Grandma, I'm okay," that Eli pushed me out of the way and told me to get down and to stay down. And everybody should be proud of him. You know what I'm saying, for what he's done. Because if not, there would have been a lot more.
Many more people would have died last night if not for a responsible armed citizen that took action very quickly within the first 2 minutes of this shooting.
Shay's grandmother clearly emotional. She says her granddaughter was simply terrified by what happened, may never be able to go into a mall again.
4 people, including the alleged shooter, died in the incident.
6:05 now. A West Virginia judge now blocking that state from enforcing its 150-year-old abortion ban. It's the latest court battle playing out across the country since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. As Manuel Borges reports, that includes Florida, where a 15-week ban was allowed to take effect while on appeal.
Dr. Samantha Deans of Planned Parenthood says their facilities took in as many women seeking abortions as they could before Florida's 15-week ban on the procedure went into effect this month.
We, had to increase our staffing. We had to increase our appointments.
The law was briefly blocked by a judge, but reinstated when the state appealed, adding to the confusion.
Our patients equally have been confused and devastated and struggling and panicked.
So you had to turn women away?
Absolutely.
What are those conversations like?
Those are some of the hardest conversations that I have to have with patients.
Still, Florida's abortion law is less restrictive than those in neighboring states, meaning many women from out of state come here. Florida is on track to surpass last year's total of out-of-state abortions, nearly 4,900.
Florida is turning into an abortion destination state here in the South.
Andrew Sherville is founder of Florida Voice for the Unborn.
We need a total ban on abortions here.
Sherville is calling on Republican Governor Ron DeSantis to convene a special legislative session to further restrict access. But after signing the 15-week ban into law in April, the governor has yet to provide specifics on what additional restrictions he'd support. It's fueling speculation that it's a political tight spot as he seeks re-election this year and eyes a potential run for president in 2024.
I'm 100% confident that Florida will enact further abortion restrictions or bans. How far we go, though, is really up to the governor.
Governor DeSantis says he's confident the contestant new law will survive legal challenges. As it stands, Florida has the 3rd highest abortion rate among states.
All right, in Leon County now, more equipment and more staffing, all being approved for emergency management services with the hopes of saving more lives. And as the county continues to grow, emergency calls are growing too. And now the county EMS feel they have the staff and equipment they need to be more prepared. Mike Rogers has a closer look.
They're the flashing lights you see when a life is on the line.
We've got to be prepared for anything that happens in this community.
Leon County EMS Chief Chad Abrams says his team is bringing on 10 EMTs and paramedics in October to adjust to growing call volume.
We see more and more people that are sick from long-term COVID or, are having acute symptoms from COVID now calling the ambulance.
They'll also add a new ambulance to join the 19 already on call. 17 that are deployed on a typical day.
And we recognize that we need to have the resources available to respond to the incidents, to respond to our growing call volume, and this is just a testament to that.
The new ambulance and 10 new EMTs will come on board in October. That'll bring Leon County up to 150 full-time EMTs.
In election news, this coming Monday, July 25th, is the last day to register to vote or change political party affiliation before the Florida primary election. That primary is August 23rd. The Leon County Supervisor of Elections office will stay open late on July 25th to ensure everyone has the opportunity to register or make those changes.
And in North Florida, these days it seems like almost everyone is hiring, and that includes the Jackson County School District. Jackson County school officials saying there's about 35 open positions, 25 teaching positions, but since last week, filling 10 of those slots. Officials say they need bus drivers, mental health counselors, and custodians too.
It is very important to us, to our principals, that they have teachers in place when school starts. If you have to start a year with vacancies covered by a sub, you just hate to do that, especially to grades like kindergarten, early elementary, where that bonding with that teacher is so important. We want those people in place day one.
Anyone who wants to apply can visit our website, WCTV.tv, or you can just check it out on our news app.
Now to an unusual sight on the Florida Turnpike. Those are cows. They are huddled together in the median of the road in Osceola County because their hauler caught on fire. The driver pulled off to the side of the road and opened the trailer so the animals could escape the smoke and flames. The fire and the 70 cows shutting down travel for about 4 hours. No one was injured, and I guess you could call this a moving violation. Cows on the highway.
Somewhere Art Myers is smiling about that one. Let's talk weather on what's going to be another very muggy day. I think we're going to find plenty of scattered showers around the region too, and that should limit where the temperatures are able to get to. Most of us probably not going to reach 90 this afternoon. The radar showing a little bit of activity off to the west, parts of Liberty County, parts of Franklin, over towards Gulf and Bay. I see a couple more showers moving from west to east, offshore near Taylor and Dixie County, and a lot of this activity will continue moving from west to east. Now, yesterday at this time, there was a lot more of a north component to the way the showers were moving. Today, there's a little north, but it's a lot more east. So we'll see how many showers can find how much of our land areas this morning. I think there will be some. I think there will be more this afternoon. And like yesterday, these are going to be those 15 or 30-minute downpour and done type showers, and then they're going to move away. Temperatures this morning, mostly tightly grouped between 73 and 76 pretty much everywhere. Blakely a little cooler at 72. Apalachicola a little warmer at 82. Our rain chances are going to slowly start coming down, but probably not until after tomorrow. I think today, like yesterday, and tomorrow probably still like today, 60-70% shots for showers. That means a good chance no matter where you are to get wet. Then as we get to Thursday and beyond, those rain chances keep inching down, and when that happens, our daytime temperatures are going to start going up. I think we can keep it under 90 or at least close to 90 today and tomorrow. It's going to get way up over 90 by the end of the week.